kublai pi barok kine kilong ki kubor bamanta kasngi Menteri Rangba ke Jela U Kynrad Kyrshan ma ula penpau ya ke jeng Kyrshan pura da ka sorkar bat ka Seng National People Party NPP halor ka bhah na ka benta ki kynthei lane ka Women's Reservation Bill ka bala wanra ha parliament bamenta kasngi habakren sekilat patai kubor U Kynrad ulaong bakane ka senjam kadai ka bala ap slam bhah bat ka badai banle na du menshwa ula ajing yaro yu menteri rangba kari India Narendra Modi halor ka jing simrai ka ba shlur banwanra ya kane ka bil U Kynrad ula kdeuru bawat la kidon ki jing ya pher jingbot bat ki jing ya kren persha henrei habape ya ka benta ka ba he jong ka imlang sa lang kane ka senjam kalalong ka bah bat ka badon jing mentoy ya ka jela bat ka rihi barok ka wei ula kentu ya barok ki seng san perthei ki kenhun bat ki pajba ban Kyrshan ya kane ka jela da ka baong badai ka kam ka balong ka jing mentoy pajba ha ka ju ka por usiam ula kdeuru ya ka jing don kam ban le delimitation hakari ka ba kdeu ya ka jing kala ha ka jing bun breu bat ka jing ya pher ha ki constituency ula ong ro bakat kum ka jing yo sngew ula ong ro bakat kum ki jing yo sngew na kilat patai kubor i kumba don ka jing penduna ya kisit ka jela baper henrei la bandon ke jing kiu ka jing bun kisit bat kane kan kata ya ka jela henrei kan penjanai ya ka jing yo benta ki pajba U Kynrad Kyrshan ma ula ong ba ka sorkar jela kandang yai kren bat ka sorkar pedeng halor ki jing trei kam bat ki jing tha ban pen trei kam ya kane ka bil bat ka delimitation hakarukom ka ba khuj bat ka ban yahap bat baru ki jella
that has been introduced in the parliament in the special session today is a very welcome step on part of the government of India, especially the Honorable Prime Minister. This has been a long pending demand. This is something that should have been done a long time back. But we must give credit to Honorable Prime Minister for this bold step and the bold decision that he has taken. There will always be critics. There will always be people who will argue in different ways. But if you look at the larger section of society and the larger impact that it will have on democratic representation, which, as we have seen, whether it's Meghalaya state or even in the parliament, that the representation of women is not as at the level that it should be. This will be a very important democratic reform and will allow representation of women at the top level to be able to take decisions which will help overall the society and women, especially at large. And it's, as I said, it's a very positive decision. We as a government and as a political party, the National People's Party, we completely support this decision. We are very happy with this decision, and at every level, whatever is required, we will support it. And at the same time, I urge that all political parties, all organizations across society must support a positive reform like this, as it will be in the larger interest of the state and the country as a whole. Another aspect, if you look at the overall demographic changes that are taking place, population trends that are there, delimitation is the need of the hour. So hence it must be done. And overall, to implement the Women's Reservation Bill or the Act when it is passed, we will be looking at the details of how it will be implemented. So those details are not with us right now. But as I said, I'm sure discussions will take place, and there will be scope for discussion and scope for intervention to see how the implementation of both delimitation as well as the Women's Reservation Act, it's a bill right now, but as and when it is passed, will not be as disruptive as as it could be, and would be the disruption could be minimized. So yes, both need to go hand in hand.
Sir, do
As I mentioned, that disruption should not be there. I have not gone through the details because I think it was just tabled. We don't know the contents or detailed contents of it. But multiple times I have heard the government spokesperson, Government of India, mentioning in their comments that there will not be any decrease of seats. In fact, what I've been reading in the press, again, I'm limiting to the press because that's the I just read some articles this morning before coming to office, was that the number of seats will increase from 500 to 800. So I expect that there will not be any decrease in any state. There could be some states that may gain more than some other states. That could be a possibility. But I think the decreasing of seats doesn't look like it's going to happen. And whatever the case may be, as I said, I'm sure Government of India will discuss with us, and this will be discussed at state as well as central level, and there will be, I'm sure, a lot of discussions. So if such situation comes up, we will discuss it at that point in time.
sir, do you expect that?
Yes, I do expect. I do expect, and I feel that given the large population and the geographic extent of it, uh, Government of India and the Delimitation Committee will positively look into that aspect. We are hopeful that our representation in Parliament will increase. So I do hope, but again, as I said, we'll have to wait and see.